I mean, so when Juliana was speaking, she mentioned the women and men who were murdered this month, I think last week, in Muwanga Kivumbi's name, and in court in Butambala, the Chief Magistrate's Court, when the magistrate was reading the charges to Muwanga Kivumbi, he read the names of 7 people. Out of those 7 people, one, two, three, four were women. And I just want to read their names because it's important to recognize them. There are very many women who've been murdered whose names we don't know. But these ones are mentioned on a charge sheet around terrorism. And I will mention Nagai Sarah, Nabukenya Aisha, Nampere Mili, Nakanjako, and the other 3 were men, Sambu, Miro Shafik, and Basalira Davis. So I mentioned these names to say that these are Ugandans who are murdered in cold blood, whose names we may never know. The state recognizes 7. Muwanga Kivumbi says 10. I have seen some pictures where it's ordinary women in, gomesi with a kali kit, the curls in the hair, a palm, women in t-shirts. And one of the clothes that are carried and lifted before a camera during one of the narrations of Muwanga Kivumbi, one of those clothes, the gown that has got blood on it, the blue gown, if people remember, and has bullet holes in it, is a lady's dress. So they're murdering us. They're not just murdering the men. They're not just taking away the men. They're murdering us. And in the spirit of murdered Ugandan women, I also want to remember Alexandria Marinos, who was murdered as a result of persecution when she was abducted, tortured, beaten blue black. She came out and she spoke about her abduction and her torture, and she named the men in uniform who raped her, assaulted her, beat her up, peed on her, and then she had to flee to exile. And there's so many Ugandan women who are in exile, such as myself. Some of us are refugees, some of us are asylum seekers, some of us are undocumented citizens. Nobody knows where we are. We are running, we're at large. People recognize Ugandans who flee for employment, Ugandans who leave the country out of their own